รับโทรทัศน์ในระบบดิจิตอล
Success is all about growth for everyone, and what it means is empowering everybody through flexible and agile way of work, and that gives you inclusiveness and togetherness, and then you say yes, we are successful, and then we say like we do in DTech. So
สู้สุดใจนะวันนี้รายการสูตรจะมาถอดสูตรความสำเร็จของคุณชารัตน์เมโรทรา CEO DTech ที่นำองค์กรฝ่าทุกวิกฤตกับสโลแกนสู้สุดใจการใช้เทคโนโลยีเข้ามาพัฒนาในกลุ่มอาเซียนใช้ในไทยเสริมสร้างศักยภาพในพม่าจุดนี้คนแต่ละชาติมีการรับตอบสนองได้ดีขนาดไหนไปรับชมครับชารัตน์สวัสดีครับ
Hey,
สวัสดีครับ Thank you so much for having us today นะครับแขกรับเชิญของเรานะครับในส่วนของรายการสูตรถอดสูตรความสำเร็จฉบับ CEO นะครับวันนี้อยู่กับทางของคุณชารัตน์เมโรทรานะครับประธานเจ้าหน้าที่บริหารของ DTech พูดคุยกันเรื่องส่วนตัวเลยซึ่งไม่เคยเกิดขึ้นที่ไหนมาก่อนเราจะมาถอดกันนะว่าสูตรของเขากว่าจะเป็นวันนี้ได้นะฮะต้องผ่านอะไรกันมาบ้างนะครับ Well, first of all, like how far are we in the pandemic strategy dealing with pandemic for the past years? Are we still working from home 95%?
Yeah, that's right. So COVID, as you all know, started from beginning of 2020.
Right.
It's now more than 2 years.
Yeah.
We adopted work from home culture very early.
Right.
And that's a way to empower our teams, because what we need to do is to continue to work for customers and make them better. And I think for us, it worked out quite well. We are equally productive, equally efficient, and of course we are dealing fatigue, which probably you develop in this situation through a lot of motivational and engagement sessions with all the employees. So we are doing good, but it still continues, right?
Okay. So even majority of us have like vaccinated and then herd immunity in the society. You see this permanent? Like, do we need like this much floors or working space anymore, or are we still continuing with the working from home?
I think it's a very good question, and what we see here is that employees, like humans, get adapt to the new situation very fast. While we are working in this hybrid kind of model, we have learned a lot of new things in this arena. We also have a future-centric office now. We use this COVID opportunity to redo our office. We have more leaner workspace, more collaborative workspace, where you can in and out. You can work through digital tools on different conference rooms when we connect with locally Thailand or we connect with Singapore or Norway. So I would say that we have transformed using COVID as an opportunity, as a company, as a brand, as people. So probably we don't like COVID, but probably we use this opportunity quite well for us and for Thai society.
It's in a way of the springboard for us to change, right? Before I touch further on the business side, let's track back a little bit. What was your childhood like back in the days?
I come from India. It is very, fast lifestyle. From childhood days, we are trained to be very competitive. We're doing anything which is multitasking. So we are probably accustomed to fast changing style. We can also probably relate to solution more than thinking about a problem. So that is kind of a background, but what I would say that I don't look at these things, or do it on a daily life. What is most important in today's time is people and the teamwork. How do we create the right teams? How you nurture them? How do you empower them? So they are the one who are able to lead and also do things what is probably needed by customers. One thing is for sure, it is very, very dynamic life. Change is coming much faster than anybody could think. What we need is to people with fearless, personalities, fearless environment. So they can thrive in the open and transparent, way of work. and they can do things. And probably that is what our customers need, because sometimes customers are adopting faster than us.
Right.
So what we need is to follow the customer, or sometime surprise customer by connecting them to what matters most. And I believe the people and the teamwork dynamics and the collaborative work is very important. And that's why we have our behaviors, or the attitude we want in the company is how can we be respectful,
right,
create together, collaborate together. At the same time, we keep promises. So I see that there is a good mix of our behaviors and the way we are adopting things as move forward in the journey.
ครับผม Is technology always your passion since then, or has it changed over time?
I think I'm always passionate about technology, but the way it is moving now,
Right.
Empowering people very fast is something not shocking for me, but I would see that's the way to adopt. And what I see is that when I was in Myanmar before coming to Thailand, about 2 years back, I was working in Myanmar as a CEO, and I was so fascinated that how can technology and mobile connectivity empower people
ครับ
and connect Myanmar with rest of the world. Country was closed for many years.
Right.
The moment we started mobile connectivity, we saw people adopting it so fast,
Right.
and connecting to the world in different arenas: education, socio-economic, teaching, connecting to their friends and relatives. And second, when I moved to Thailand, I was very happy and quite fascinated to see that how Thai society connecting and accelerating the digital usage during
ครับ
COVID times. DTAC network was doing good, of
ครับ
course, in the peak areas. But what we saw, the traffic also started to grow in provinces, and how people adopting to digital channels
ครับ
very fast. And we saw they were doing a lot of activities, whether it is food delivery,
ครับ
buying top-ups and also devices online. They were also doing a lot of other things online and digital channels.
ครับ
And of course, we were quite encouraged to support our customers
ครับ
by making our channels very fast,
Right.
develop capacities, at the same time do competence building
ครับ
on a skill set of our employees, so that we can go in tandem with the customers or what Thai society needs.
ครับผม
So I would say technology is definitely is and remain be my passion. The way whole world is evolving
ครับ
and seeing newer things coming up.
How's your educational background paved the path for you to be who you are today?
I would say it is very important to have a good education.
Yeah.
So I did my engineering and communication, as well as did MBA, masters in marketing. But that is one thing. The second thing, the work I did, the way I worked with companies, the way I have gone out, met customers, the way I participated in many forums, the way I interacted with my employees and colleagues, I would say learning never ends.
ครับ
The way we learn new things inside and outside is something helps you to keep up with the pace. There is nothing right and wrong.
ครับ
What you need to see that what is most important thing now and how it is shaping up tomorrow. So we have a quite an inclusive approach, quite a collaborative approach. How do you discuss things together with your teams and so on? Because some people are there who are quite young, who are trainee, right? I was also trainee at some point in time. How do I relate myself to that situation? So then if you work together, it's more about ideas, not coming from senior or junior person. That is something which really excites me, that kicks me,
ครับ
and that probably takes us to the next level and see how we develop newer things for our customers, which can help them, again, like I said before, connect to them what matters most.
ครับคุณชารัตน์นะฮะก็เกริ่นคำว่าทีมเวิร์คค่อนข้างบ่อยครั้งนะครับตั้งแต่คำถามแรกจนถึงคำตอบสุดท้ายเลยก็ว่าได้นะครับว่าตั้งแต่เรียนหรือศึกษามาหรือก่อนหน้านั้นที่ในวัยเยาว์นั้นนะครับแข่งขันสูงมากแล้วก็ใช้ในเรื่องของการรวมทีมนะครับการไปด้วยกันเนี่ยนะฮะเพื่อที่จะสร้างในส่วนของอนาคตนะครับแล้วก็ไปถึงจุดที่ประสบความสำเร็จนะครับเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยเป็นสิ่งที่สำคัญมากสำหรับในมุมมองคุณชารัตน์ช่วงหน้าเดี๋ยวจะกลับมาคุยกันต่อนะครับว่าในส่วนของอินสปิเรชันล่ะแรงบันดาลใจในการลุกขึ้นมาทำงานแล้วจากนี้ไปนะครับและสไตล์การทำงานของเขานั้นเป็นอย่างไรนะฮะเดี๋ยวช่วงหน้ากลับมาคุยกันต่อครับ
มีคนบอกว่าผมเป็นคนกวนๆแต่จริงๆแล้วผมเป็นคนแกงแกงไหนอะรอยไทยชอบแกงต้องรอยไทยรอยไทยรสชาติมันโดนใจรอยไทยอร่อยแบบไทยจัดจ้านในแบบคุณไม่ต้องปรุงก็โดนใจจัดจ้านกันทุกรสต้มข่ามัสมั่นแกงเขียวหวานแกงส้มแกงพะแนงแกงเผ็ดแดงก็ร้อนแรงนี่ไม่ได้มาช้อนแกงอร่อยแบบไทยจัดจ้านในแบบคุณรอยไทยใครทำก็อร่อยอัมพลฟู้ด
ถังเช่าเมกะพลัสถังเช่าแท้ที่คุณวางใจวันนี้ก้าวสู่ปีที่ 9 ด้วยความมั่นใจเรามาร่วมฉลอง 9 ปีด้วยการจัดโปรโมชั่นสุดพิเศษค่ะเมกะพลัสขนาด60แคปซูลปกติ 1 กระปุกราคา 3,500 บาทแต่วันนี้นะคะจัดโปรโมชั่นค่ะถ้าคุณผู้ชมสั่งซื้อ2 กระปุกรับทันที4 กระปุกในราคาเพียง 2,990 บาทค่ะต้องบอกนะคะรีบโทรทันทีเพราะของมีจำนวนจำกัดหมายเลขโทรศัพท์ 02 113 1388 02 113 1388 ค่ะ
จับสัญญาณตลาดหุ้นไทยโดยนักวิเคราะห์มืออาชีพอัปเดตความเคลื่อนไหวปัจจัยที่มีผลต่อการซื้อขายพร้อมนำเสนอกลยุทธ์ในการลงทุนผ่านผู้เชี่ยวชาญด้านการเงินกับดิฉันสุภวรรณโตอัปเดตความเคลื่อนไหวหุ้นไทยตลอดทั้งวันนี้เซ็ตราวอัพทุกวันจันทร์ถึงศุกร์เวลา 17:20 นาทีทาง Nation TV 22
โค้งสุดท้ายศึกชิงผู้ว่ากทมกับการประชันวิสัยทัศน์ของ 6 ผู้สมัครเลือกตั้งมาร่วมก่อติดเวทีดีเบตรายงานสดกับ2 บก.รุ่นใหญ่และผู้ประกาศข่าวรุ่นใหม่ไฟแรงมาร่วมเจาะลึกนโยบายใครจะได้เป็นผู้ว่ากทมโค้งสุดท้ายศึกชิงผู้ว่ากทมวันอาทิตย์ที่ 15 พฤษภาคมนี้ณ พาร์คพารากอน
แค่ปวดตาสงสัยว่าความดันขึ้นแน่ๆแสบตาคงมาจากภูมิแพ้ละมั้ง
สิ่งที่อยู่ใกล้ตัวที่สุดมักเป็นสิ่งที่ไม่สำคัญที่สุดสิ่งที่เราเห็นอยู่ทุกวันมักเป็นสิ่งที่คิดว่าต้องเห็นอยู่แบบนั้นต่อไปมาดูแลดวงตาที่มีอยู่เพียงคู่เดียวของคุณก่อนที่จะสายเกินไปให้ซีไบต์เป็นหนึ่งตัวช่วยในการใส่ใจสุขภาพดวงตาของคุณค่ะกับการรวบรวมสารสกัดทั่วทุกมุมโลกคิดค้นและพัฒนาจนได้ซีไบต์ by Happy Life Plus ผลิตภัณฑ์เพื่อการดูแลสุขภาพดวงตาการันตีเสียงตอบรับจากผู้ใช้จริงมากมายที่ต่างยืนยันในผลลัพธ์ที่สัมผัสได้ด้วยตัวเอง
ถ้าหากว่านุ่นเริ่มดูแลดวงตาได้ทุกคนก็เริ่มได้เหมือนกันเริ่มด้วยซีไบต์นะคะพิเศษ50สายแรกที่โทรเข้ามาตอนนี้เลยค่ะซื้อ2 กล่องรับเพิ่มอีก1 กล่องฟรีทันทีจากราคาปกติ 3,870 บาทเหลือเพียง 1,290 บาทเท่านั้นค่ะจัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศมีบริการเก็บเงินปลายทางโทรมาได้เลยค่ะตอนนี้ 02-113-2222 หรือสะดวกสบายช็อปผ่านไลน์ได้ที่ line @happy_shopping
รายการรถยนต์วันเสาร์นี้นะครับพบกับโชคอัพรถยนต์ระดับโลกผลิตภัณฑ์เออร์ลินโดย YK Motorsports ครับ
พบกับคุณภัสริศพรหมสมบัติจาก YK Motorsport และคุณพัฒนิตน้อมธงไทย R&D Engineer บริษัทเออร์ลินเอเชียจำกัดครับ
สวัสดีครับอย่าพลาดนะครับวันเสาร์ที่ 14 พฤษภาคมนี้ 5:15 นาทีทาง Nation TV 22 ครับ
BMW X6 Generation ที่ 3 แล้วตัวที่อยู่ข้างๆผมตอนนี้ครับเป็นรุ่นประกอบในประเทศก็ถือเป็น SUV ที่โดดเด่นบนท้องถนนแล้วครับขยับราคาลงมาให้ดูน่าคบหาได้มากขึ้น
คุณอยู่กับ Ferrari Portofino M นะคะราคาเกือบ30 ล้านค่ะอยู่กับแบรนด์ยุโรปอิตาลีแบบนี้นะคะก็ทำให้นึกถึงอาหารอิตาลีกัน
ตอนนี้เราพร้อมแล้วก็กำลังจะก้าวกระโดดแล้วนะครับเทียบกับประเทศอื่นในอาเซียนเนี่ยตอนนี้เขาจับตาประเทศไทยเรามากเลยครับ
All we drive
What's your inspiration, your main inspiration, or in Japanese they call ikigai? Like what's pushed you out of bed to get on work and to start your morning?
You know, it's always very important that you start your day with a lot of positivity.
Right.
And what I've learned is that every day you have a motto to do something different. The day is carved out for you to do something different. And then, of course, the day starts with yoga. I strongly believe yoga is one thing which keeps your inner side fit, at the same time gives you a lot of positive energy. So I make sure that I am doing yoga every day depending upon how much time I have, and that gives me a lot of energy. And of course I drink a lot of water. So about non-negotiable 1 liter water
right away after yoga.
Right away. 1 liter, out of which 30% is hot. So there is no science, but that helps me to start a very good day. And like I said, if you're positive, inner is quite charged up, then I'm sure your day is very productive, because you are destined to do something different and something good.
Right.
So that would be my short answer in terms of keeping things very simple.
Do you implement the same routine in the workplace or among your colleagues?
So what we do is, of course, we follow this, health and safety, quite well in the company.
Right.
What we also do on Fridays, we have some time, either yoga, meditation, Zumba, and those kind of things. So we have some kind of a guru or teacher who helps us do all this on Friday. But of course, this comes up, like in the family. If you're following some tradition, it reflects some way or other in the company. And I also see there is a lot of good talent in the company who also, probably enrich us. We learn a lot of new ways of things in the company as well. So I think it's both ways, is giving and taking.
Give and take, yeah.
Exactly.
Right. What are the differences among the markets and how to target the Thai population?
It's a very good question. I would say that first thing, people are same everywhere in the world. They of course have aspirations. They want to look good, they want to do good, they want to help, and so on. This is one part. Second part, because of the market dynamics and the market environment and the culture, things varies in different markets. Like if I relate, India was, very, for example, fast market, a lot of multiple things happening, sheerly because of high population and also, large wide land mass area, and also the way competition in that market. If I look at Myanmar, like I said, country was closed for many years, and I see people were aspiring to connect with social system, with communities, with the rest of the world, so they behave very differently. And there's a lot of empathy and love, I saw in Myanmar, rightfully so in India as well, but of course Myanmar because of different, situation. But when I relate to Thailand, I think Thailand is, I would say, very matured society. The adoption of digital is very fast. Thais are so crazy to adopt and bless the new technology and digital. I think you can see it is visible from the data consumption, the screen time on a day, which is same as Malaysia or even more than Malaysia and similar to Finland. It's more than 5-6 hours, which is very high during the day. The consumption, the gigabyte average for Thais is also very high. The point I'm making is that while you have people same aspirations in all the markets, but because of the surroundings and the way people do things, they differ. But I truly enjoyed my working and learning, being it India, being it Myanmar, Thailand, and also being part of this global company. I also relate myself to Scandinavia. So I would say a lot of learnings I and my management team have. This is very useful for my Thai colleagues, and we are seeing how we can best support to the Thai ecosystem. So everybody comes out as a winner.
You've been around, you've been the CEO, the leader of India, you've been the CEO of Myanmar, our neighbor, now you're the CEO of DTAC Thailand. From those experiences, CEO like among regions of the world, what are the most important aspects for modern CEO?
I think the most important thing for a modern CEO is two things: agility and empathy. Those days have gone by when the CEOs used to be like, I'm the taskmaster, or I'm the coach, or I'm the boss. That is maybe okay. But I think what is needed today to be relevant today and relevant tomorrow is how agile you are, how flexible you are, how human you are, how empathetic you are. Because the CEOs are the leaders, are the role models. Many people are looking up to you. So what people can learn from you? If you're smiling, people think, oh, everything is good. If you're serious, then they, oh, what's wrong? So the point I'm making is that we are here to empower people. We are here to create agile and flexible kind of a culture so that people can do what they want. So if they are flexible, they are agile, they are able to create a lot of good things for our customers. And hence I would say the role of a CEO probably is not that tough. What we can do is that make it easy for everybody by being a cheerleader, by being very agile centric and more empathetic, like I said.
In terms of competitiveness here in Thailand, in telco especially, you see what's the difference between Thai market and Myanmar market?
Competition is everywhere.
Right.
Here also you have, in telecom side, you have 4 players.
Yeah.
If you look at Myanmar, they also 4 players. And also the technological advancement, because of the consumption pattern of customer, because of the changing behavior of customer, necessitates for company like us at DTech to progress on technological evolution faster. It may be different in Myanmar because again the requirement or the development of consumer behavior. But if I draw back to Thailand, like I said, consumers are very, very tech and digital savvy.
Right.
And hence, we of course provide voice and data.
Yep.
But of course, we are more focusing on adjacent services, beyond connectivity services like gaming, gaming nation, insurance, COVID insurance, entertainment, movie, DTech rewards,
right,
which is very different from many other Asian markets. Probably we are at a very fast pace growing, and you can compare ourselves with some Scandinavian markets where data explosion is happening, and people are hungering to consume data, and hence DTech as a responsible citizen or responsible brand, we always need to continue to invest so that our customer continue to get what matters most.
Hence the name of our program, Sood Kwam Samret. Basically, Sood in Hindi and Thai, we have the same meaning. Sood from formula, the formula of success. What is success to you?
For me, growth is success. We and everyone wants to grow. All companies would like to grow. So I define success with growth. And this is a very good formula if all the team members who understand, who would like to be part of this growth journey, then probably you have a winning situation. So the way we do is that we have, of course, a growing company. We make sure that our employees are empowered from the leadership as well as from the teams. We create agile squads based on what is needed to be developed every quarter or every month or every day. Those agile squads are empowered to develop on a particular date, because you have tasks to do for your customers. They are looking up to you to be up to date, to provide customers what is needed by them so that they are able to be fully in charge or in control because they are using your services. In short, success is all about growth for everyone, and what it means is empowering everybody through flexible and agile way of work, and that gives you inclusiveness and togetherness, and then you say, yes, we are successful, and then we say like we do in DTech, so chai.
สู้สุดใจนะฮะ คำว่าสำเร็จของคุณชรัตน์คืออะไรนะฮะก็ง่ายๆเลยคำว่า growth หรืออัตราการเติบโตนั่นเองเติบโตไม่ใช่แค่ในองค์กรอย่างเดียวแต่เติบโตของสังคมของลูกค้าเขาของกลุ่มเป้าหมายของเขาเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยตราบใดที่ยังมีอัตราการเติบโตอย่างต่อเนื่องเนี่ยเขาถือว่านี่คือความสำเร็จนะครับเพราะฉะนั้นความสำเร็จพูดง่ายๆว่ายังเกิดขึ้นอย่างต่อเนื่องไม่มีวันที่ว่าถึงความสำเร็จแล้วหยุดเลยแน่นอนเพราะยังต้องมีอัตราการเติบโตอยู่นั่นเองช่วงหน้ากลับมาคุยกันต่อนะครับแล้วกว่าจะมาถึงจุดนี้ต้องเสียอะไรไปบ้างเดี๋ยวพักสักครู่เดียวครับ
ปวดคอ ปวดขาปวดบ่าปวดไหล่บรรเทาได้ด้วยน้ำมันนวดนายหญิงน้ำมันนวดที่ผสมผสานด้วยคุณค่าสมุนไพรสกัด 8 ชนิดสูตรฤาษีเทวดาสูตรลับโบราณที่สืบสานมาจนถึงปัจจุบันแค่ลูบและนวดเบาๆบริเวณที่ต้องการก็คลายความปวดเมื่อยล้าสูตรดมเพื่อบรรเทาอาการวิงเวียนศีรษะพกติดตัวไว้ใช้ได้ตลอดผลิตจากโรงงานที่เชื่อถือได้และมีผู้ใช้จริงยืนยันคุณภาพและซื้อซ้ำอย่างต่อเนื่องมากมาย
แม่อยากจะแนะนำนะคะใช้ได้กับทุกเพศทุกวัยเลยค่ะใช้แล้วเนี่ยผ่อนคลายความตึงเครียดของตัวเราเนี่ยให้มีความสบายอกสบายใจแล้วเราก็จะยิ้มได้ค่ะ
น้ำมันนวดนายหญิงจากราคาปกติขวดละ 1,290 บาทวันนี้มีโปรโมชั่นพิเศษซื้อ3ขวดรับฟรีทันที3ขวดจากมูลค่า 7,740 บาทคุณจ่ายในราคาเพียง999 บาทเท่านั้นแถมจัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศโทรมาได้เลยตอนนี้ที่เบอร์ 02-113-2222 หรือช็อปผ่านไลน์ได้ที่ @happy_shopping
ตลอด2 ปีที่ผ่านมาในช่วงของการแพร่ระบาดโควิด -19 เด็กไทยหลายครอบครัวประสบปัญหาความเหลื่อมล้ำและไม่ทัดเทียมส่งผลกระทบในเรื่องของการศึกษาเป็นวงกว้างโครงการเนชั่นปั่นน้ำใจพี่ให้หนองเล็งเห็นความสำคัญเรื่องการศึกษาร่วมสนับสนุนให้เยาวชนไทยมีคุณภาพการศึกษาที่ดีทัดเทียมกันในเรื่องของอุปกรณ์การเรียนการสอนให้สอดรับกับโลกยุคปัจจุบันสร้างรากฐานทางการศึกษาให้เด็กไทยมีอนาคตที่ยั่งยืนเพื่อมาพัฒนาสังคมและประเทศชาติต่อไป
ถังเช่าเมกะพลัสถังเช่าแท้ที่คุณวางใจวันนี้ก้าวสู่ปีที่ 9 ด้วยความมั่นใจเรามาร่วมฉลอง 9 ปีด้วยการจัดโปรโมชั่นสุดพิเศษค่ะเมกะพลัสขนาด60แคปซูลปกติ1กระปุกราคา 3,500 บาทแต่วันนี้นะคะจัดโปรโมชั่นค่ะถ้าคุณผู้ชมสั่งซื้อ2กระปุกรับทันที4 กระปุกในราคาเพียง 2,990 บาทค่ะต้องบอกนะคะรีบโทรทันทีเพราะของมีจำนวนจำกัดหมายเลขโทรศัพท์ 02-113-1388 02-113-1388 ค่ะ
นี่คือรถยนต์ Mercedes-Benz GLS 350D 4matic นะครับ
พบกับรู้เรื่องรถกับพัฒนาเดชทุกวันเสาร์เวลา 13 นาฬิกาถึง 13 นาฬิกา 30 นาที
ชิมไปทั่วโลกอาทิตย์นี้เราจะตามลุงอ้วนไปกินกระเที่ยวที่ไหนเมนูอร่อยจะน่ารับประทานแค่ไหนอย่าลืมติดตามชมชิมไปทั่วโลกทุกวันอาทิตย์เวลา 15:30 นาทีถึง 15:45 นาทีทางเนชั่นทีวีเพราะเรื่องกินเป็นเรื่องใหญ่เราจะชิมไปทั่วโลกพร้อมกัน
วันเสาร์นี้พาทุกท่านบ้านไปชมการสร้างสรรค์โครงการบูรณาการอสังหาริมทรัพย์ที่จังหวัดจันทบุรีชมแนวคิดในการออกแบบแลนด์มาร์คใหม่ๆของกรุงเทพมหานครเสนอแนะการออกแบบเมืองให้น่าอยู่สำหรับผู้ว่ากทมชมแนวโน้มในการสตาร์ทอัพโครงการอย่างมีคุณภาพหลากหลายโครงการในรายการดิสพายเสาร์นี้บ่ายโมงครึ่งถึงบ่าย2 โมงครึ่งเนชั่นทีวีช่อง 22 อย่าลืมติดตามนะครับ
คุยกันต่อนะครับกับคุณชารัตน์นะครับว่าสมดุลนะฮะระหว่างชีวิตการทำงานชีวิตส่วนตัวนั้นเป็นอย่างไรนะครับ How do you balance your personal life and your work life nowadays?
Yeah, I think it's important for me and most of the individuals like me to strike a work-life balance, like I talked about with the growth agenda, and also what you need to create for your customers, right, in your daily life. At the same time, like I said, the family side is also important because once they are happy, they are probably doing what they want to. Then you get equal support from your family side, and that's what we do at DTech to make sure that everybody is having a work-life balance. If you know that we have for the pregnant females here, we have a rule that you have to take 6 months paid leave. That is also something part of the overall culture. We treat that with respect. So work-life balance is very, very important, and I fully support both the sides for me as well as for the company.
Okay. Can you prioritize between the two sides, or it depends on the timing?
Always you come into a situation where you have to look what is more important. So I decide what is more important and give priority to that, because there is no fixed rule to support this and that.
He has been around, the whole family has been around in Thailand for 8 years, somewhat?
Yeah, so my family in Thailand for 8 years, while I was, moving. Like I said, Myanmar, India, and last 2 years, thank God. When the COVID started, I became part of Thailand. But for children and so on, they truly enjoy the Thai culture, the Thai society, and also the study pattern. So as my wife. So probably I'm very happy and blessed that I'm part of this Buddha country, and we truly like this culture and the way of work.
Do you and your family consider as permanent residents now?
That could be a possibility because the liking here is quite a lot. There are few things which probably are quite good. You have such a very light, smiley, sabai kind of culture, very collaborative and very humble people, and the weather also is quite good. It's very good. It's similar to Asia, but you don't have winter.
Yeah. The best winter we have is it's less hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Kun Charat, like a special aspect of Thailand that you like, or any province, any region of Thailand that you like to go?
In general, our 8 years in Thailand has been quite enriching while I was traveling a lot outside of Thailand. So what we like here is, like I said, the culture here, very cool and very lively culture. I've been mostly Hua Hin, maybe more than 20 times, because we think it is quite easy to travel by road. And then there you get both the sides. You can have a good weather, good people, or the good food, and so on. I also personally like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, because they are a bit dry, meaning not any beach, but very different kind of atmosphere and culture there. But as a part of my job, I happen to be in many different provinces. So overall, I generally like and see that this country has a lot of positivity and helps me deliver much more than what I can do. So as my family also likes it very much. So we are okay from that point of view.
Yeah, I have 2 kids of my own, a boy and a girl. Younger than yours, of course, because your elder one is moving away for undergrads. What's your aspect in raising kids in this time of life?
Yeah, it's very important, and I again see it as a part of a work-life balance, like we discussed earlier. So when we moved, my family here, my younger daughter was in year 3 and the elder year 6. It has been now 8 years. They came from India. They were working, or they were studying there under different standard. They came here under IB. They study in Patana school. And I see in the beginning, 3-4 months, probably it was a bit different, a bit difficult. And once they find their friends in school, they start to understand the culture here, which is probably easy to understand, easy to adopt. So I would say it was very quick for us. In the first 6 months, good to go. This was very important for me because
that's quite quick. Yeah,
I had to work, with different parts of the world. So adoption was fast, and now 8 years, I am quite happy. My younger daughter probably is quite cool. She learned Thai as well. Elder one is more towards learning other language like German, but now she goes out and study outside of Thailand in graduation university. She chose to be Australia, Many Thais also go to Australia, so she happened to be in Australia, but younger one is continuing to study in year 11. So very good. I am very thankful to Thai society for embracing it so well.
So let's come to our punchline for our program. What did you have to lose or what did you have to sacrifice prior to become who you are today?
One thing is very clear that, of course, what you are today comes from your past, what you have been working and developing. So I was always passionate about the people and how we can empower people and how the people can become leaders for tomorrow. So I always felt cherished because I was working in different countries and different companies, always had opportunity to create teams, to work with teams and create leaders. The kick for me is how I can create many leaders. I always work on succession plan for my teams. I always work to make sure that teams are developing their skill set, they are getting, learning, enriching their skill set so that they can take over the job. How do I promote the internal talent? And I'm very happy that in many markets I have worked, the people got nurtured, they got trained, they are CEOs in different countries. So I feel very, very happy because they have learned, they have nurtured, and they are leaders for tomorrow.
So no trade-off whatsoever if you think back in time?
Not really, because what I see is that if you remember those, not so good things, then I don't think you can progress. Those things are there to learn and see what mistakes you did, you can correct. But the point I'm making is that being an optimistic person like me, and the way fast adoption of technology happening around the globe, if you look at the way metaverse is coming, every company is in a race to lead this metaverse, the way VR is coming, the way Snapchat or Facebook are blessing VR, the way you have, frequent models coming from Apple. So what I'm saying is there are a lot to learn from the ecosystem. How do you learn, capture, develop for your customers? So that makes you forget your past very fast. It tells you what not to do, but at the same time what to do. Fastly adopt for your customers, for your team members and so on. So I'm more focusing on that area, which gives you a lot of positive energy, positive thoughts, tell you what not to do. But at the same time, how do you simplify things?
It's not that you regret anything at all, but it's all the past that make you progress.
Of course, in a day-to-day life and also big projects, you do some mistakes. I'm not saying that probably we didn't do any mistakes. I'm sure we would have done, or I would have done some mistakes, out of which we would have learned. It is like whether creating some kind of team structure or doing with external partnership. There are a lot of things, come and go. But the point I'm making is that how do you quickly learn and see what you could have done differently? That makes you adopt faster to be, developed for tomorrow. That is most important.
As the leader of telco company, which is competitive, quite competitive here in Thailand especially, what are you looking forward for the next year or so?
Of course, I've worked with many leaders, and I've worked with my leader. I was working with Sigve Breke, who is the current CEO and president, when we were together in India.
He was here in Thailand before,
Yeah, he was in Thailand before. So what we learned, working together is how do you, create a kind of engagement, sense of pride, team working. I think that is something which I also follow now. At DTech and also many other parts, what we come out with a new way of looking at things is tight, loose, tight. The way of working is tight, loose, tight. And tight is the way you set targets for your teams, for your employees. The loose is how do we empower them to work from anywhere, from home or from office or from anywhere. And then the third tight is It's more about how do you measure the impact of the performance. So there are 2 T's, 1 L. 2 tides and 1 L. 1 L is about empowerment. So we are quite happy that during pandemic time, we are able to work with this concept tight, loose, tight quite well. Work from home was as high as 95%, 5% coming to office. I have a desire that how do I, together with my team, work to take this tight, loose, tight to the next level. Because pandemic or no pandemic, this hybrid life is going to be the way in the future. And if you are productive, the way we learned from our team through surveys that we are equally productive, then it is more important that how I develop this tight, loose, tight concept, more empowering people and take it to the next level. And that's where we also do a lot of feedback process in the company and we make it more better. So I'm quite passionate about this new tight, loose, tight.
Right. วันนี้เราได้เห็นในส่วนของสูตรความสำเร็จนะครับซึ่งเราถอดสูตรความสำเร็จของ CEO เนี่ยนะครับทุกเรื่องเล่ามีเรื่องราวอยู่แล้วนะครับเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยเราจะมาพูดคุยกันอย่างต่อเนื่องนะครับในส่วนของมุมมองและก็เคล็ดลับของ CEO นะครับวันนี้ขอบคุณแขกรับเชิญของเราเป็นอย่างมากครับคุณชารัตน์ครับขอบคุณมากครับ